you, Dick. I missed a couple of the Pints and Politics. I apologize. I made it here after driving all over Polk County. I got a nice tour, not actually knowing where I was going, so I apologize for that. Just quickly, think back 18 months ago when Barack Obama won the presidency. How demoralized were we when they won? It's like conservatism was out the door. Obama was going to remake America, wasn't he? And he had a Democrat Congress and a Democrat Senate to help him out. And right here in Wisconsin, they have a Democrat governor, a Democrat Assembly, and a Democrat Senate. And they started the process of remaking America. From bailouts to stimulus bills to health care bills to finance reform bills, and it went on and on and on and on. And who would have thought 18 months ago that Ann Raychuk would be vulnerable with an outstanding candidate like Eric Severson? Where are you, Eric? Right over here. I don't even know where you're at. I can't see because of the light. We are going to beat Ann Raychuk. Great candidates. Mayor Ross, outstanding candidate for lieutenant governor, a guy from northern Wisconsin who says one thing and goes to office and actually does it. And I just want to make a pitch on this one. We do have a primary, and primaries do matter. There's, 4 other members in this race for lieutenant governor. I would suggest that the other guys are great guys, but as we all wear our Dave Ross stickers, there's one right guy, one better guy, and that is Dave Ross. We have to get to the polls on September 14th and support him because he is a guy with executive experience, and he's going to be a great teammate for our next governor. So let's make sure we get out for Dave Ross in the next election. Just quickly, you know, some of the things that we're hearing on the campaign trail, people are fed up with spending, right?
Right.
This year, we are going to borrow $1.4 trillion alone. We're going to borrow $1 trillion every year for the next 10 years. Right now, we owe $13.3 trillion. This is unbelievable. For every man, woman, and child, that's $43,000 of national debt. But if you break it down for every taxpayer, everyone who pays taxes, it's $118,000 per U.S. taxpayer. This is crushing America. We are selling our souls to the Chinese. It's got to stop. And the way you stop it is, you stop spending. You can't spend more than you bring in. It's just Wisconsin common sense. We do it in our businesses, we do it in our families, and we have to do it in Washington, D.C. We have to balance the budget. You know, we hear a lot about jobs, right? This the stimulus bill that Dave Obey wrote, it's not creating jobs. And I think we all would have acknowledged when he wrote it that this Keynesian economics, the stimulated economies, doesn't work. Government spending and borrowing has never created economic prosperity. It's never created jobs. It just doesn't work. It's the private sector, people who invest in their ideas and their dreams and their businesses and grow them. Those people are the ones that create jobs. Guys like Bill Gates, who have a little idea that they invest in, and it grows, and he ends up employing thousands of people, creating hundreds of millionaires. I mean, that's the American dream. It's free enterprise and free markets and American capitalism that made this country great. And I think that's what's at risk in this election. We all have to get out and make sure this great American dream is going to be preserved for the next generation. We live, I think a lot of us, in a Democrat-leaning county or district or state, right?
We're changing that.
But we have motivation. We do it. We have a motivated base. If you talk to independents, they don't believe in remaking America. They think America's great. They want to go back to our traditions of free markets and free enterprise. But we're going to win because we're motivated. We're going to share the message. We're going to talk to our colleagues and our friends and our neighbors and our family members. And when we talk to them, we're going to talk about issues and candidates that represent what we believe in. Guys like Dave Ross and Eric Severson. If we do that, we are going to win this November. We're going to bring balance back to Washington and balance back to Madison and bring common sense to those two cities. But if we don't get out and do the job, I think we're going to be sorely mistaken on November 3rd because we didn't do the work, and we're going to be stuck with another 2 years of Democrat rule in both Madison and Washington. Let's not let that happen. Let's do the hard work right now. Let's make sure we get America back on track. And if we all stand together, we are going to make that happen. I look forward to working with all of you in this congressional race and with our other great candidates around the district.